Here we go. Cheers, Amanda.
Cheers! Are we here, Ashley?
I just moved in and Amanda invited me on a really badass trip to Italy and Croatia.
I'm so impressed by this place. I don't even know how you actually moved. You moved and went straight on the trip. Who is Ashley?
I used to be an Airbnb host. I just dissolved my business. That was a chaotic world. I did that with my ex, and now I am fully out of that relationship, out of the Airbnb world. And I think right now I'm just trying to surrender to the universe and like manifest my next life and my next venture. I think my biggest thing that I'm trying to manifest right now is bumping into new opportunities. Talking to Amanda about it a lot, I'm like, why not record my journey?
I think you have something, and like more people would want to see it. So you're gonna get an array of opinions. Like you're gonna get all sorts of comments. The bad ones kind of sting, like if they're really bad. Usually they're surface level bad, so they're not usually, for me anyway, like they don't usually cut deep, but sometimes they do, and then you just have to, I don't know, find a way to cope with it. You have something to give the world that's gonna, make the world a better place, whether it's entertainment or advice, whatever it is, and you feel drawn to it, why not give it a shot?
Come watch me fuck up life and learn some things. And I mean, that's what life's all about, is like not only like failing, but like learning from your failures.
Totally.
Like if you can fail and like get back up, like that says so much about you and like your character.
Yeah, I think someone once said like fail upwards. I don't want to butcher it. It's like fail upwards or fall upwards, but like that's what you do. You just like push yourself to to do things that you've never done before.
Yeah.
And a lot of times like you do make mistakes and you do stumble, and you actually stumble up and you build on who you are.
I mean, that makes sense.
It does build character and resiliency. Like I think you and I are two people who have been through so much that one of our biggest strengths is resiliency. Like we are people who can pretty much handle anything.
Oh, I can take constructive criticism pretty well, unless it's from my like family.
Yeah.
I think that's the only people where like my sister gives me so much shit about this. Is like she'll tell me something and I won't listen to her, but then you tell me the same thing and I'm like, oh yeah, Amanda told me this, so I'm gonna like try it this way.
I get that. Like with family is just such a different beast.
I love them though.
Oh yeah, love them forever.
Yeah.
But sometimes they get on your last nerve and like you're like, I don't want to take your advice. What do you know? You were like mean to me when I was 4 years old.
Hey, but that's what I'm going to therapy for. Everybody should try it.
How's it going?
Actually, I love it a lot. In my last session, we did some like meditation work. Yeah, like higher power meditation work. And I was like, wait, is this happening right now?
I love meditation.
This is not a dream, right? Like, please pinch me. So I've seen probably 7 different therapists, and I didn't hate them, but they were just not the right fit for me. And
But this one is?
Yeah.
Yay!
I love her.
It's so hard to find a good one.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Yeah, there is. Okay, so you said you like did the intake work. You had like an interview?
Yeah, they interview you.
Okay, nice.
To figure out which therapist, at least at this practice, they have multiple therapists, so they want to figure out who's the right fit. They want to screen you to figure out what your problems are, what are you bringing to the table, and they match you with the right person.
Which is great, because like when you could do that, it eliminates the extra BS of like just going straight into therapy and telling your whole entire life story. And you're like, okay, this is wasting my time.
Yeah, it definitely, I think it helps that the practice has like multiple therapists. And you can tell them exactly what you're looking for and they do their best to match you.
Which is amazing.
Therapy's so expensive.
Every therapist varies.
Okay.
Some accept insurance, some don't. The place that I go to, I think it's like $180 a session.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
$180 a session, so I don't think it's like the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
There are some really pretty pricey ones, but on my last insurance, there were places that took therapy for like $5.
For a therapist, trust funds, relationships, manifestation, trauma.
Yeah. What you talk about in therapy: trauma, relationships, family, and manifestation. There we go.
That's a mouthful.
Oh my god, I did a cold plunge for the first time yesterday.
How was it?
Oh my god, I literally died.
I bet, yeah.
I died.
Soul left your body, yeah.
Yeah, my soul left my body, but as soon as I got out, I'm like, oh, okay.
I am alive.
Yeah, I could do this again. I'm so fucking crazy. I went back in 3 times.
You went in 3 times?
The first time, I just so I went to the spa yesterday, and they have a hot tub and a cold plunge, and I recorded the whole entire thing. So
nice.
I have a video. I sat in the hot tub, and I'm like, okay, and then I would run into the cold plunge, and sit in it, and then get out.
How many minutes did you do in the cold plunge?
Minutes? Are you fucking crazy?
How many seconds?
7. Was
7?
max. What are we talking? Minutes?
I think you're supposed to do it for a minute.
Okay, it's a mental thing though. My first time.
Oh, that's so funny.
I heard though with cold plunges is no matter how many times you do it, you never truly get used to it. It's just a mental thing. Mental thoughts are just okay, you can do this. Just sit there. You didn't die last time.
Yeah. You build up to it, I guess.
No, you don't even build, your mental builds up. But
it's more, yeah, it's more.
I heard your body, this is freaking cold. I'm I have a bicycle out there, but my tire is flat.
Bring it over.
I could just take the tire off.
Could you put it back on yourself?
Yeah. Listen, I have a lot of skills, and me, handyman, being Bob the Builder, first of all, is one of my skills. I didn't personally set up anything in this apartment because I didn't want to. But all my other apartments I've ever lived in, I've hung up every single TV. I've put up all my tables and chairs and bookshelves all together. Yeah, in my Airbnb world, I did everything. I set it all up. I never hired anyone.
Yeah. I remember even that one piece of art.
Yeah.
You did yourself.
Yeah, I paint. I have so many creative hobbies. I just pull this right out of my back pocket. Look what I can do.
I dig that.
Also, my drill is pink, which I love.
You have a drill?
I
don't have a drill.
I have a whole toolkit. You use your time sailing. I'm not a sailor. Amanda's a sailor. She's a badass sailor. Me on the boat, pretending I can do shit. I'm Amanda, record me as I'm
yeah. If you spent a week on a boat, you could do everything I can currently do, I think.
I did. I spent
Oh, true.
2 months. What are you talking about?
You were on vacation.
Yeah, I was I don't want to.
Yeah.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Oh, you guys need help? Good luck.
Good luck. Have fun.
I'm kidding.
I'm gonna go pour some shots. No, I did do some work. I
so
poured
much.
some drinks.
And also, yes.
And I looked pretty. I feel that's the only
That
thing.
was literally the most helpful thing you could have done, was sit there and look pretty, honestly. Let me give you context. We have a sailing channel on YouTube. And Ashley, because she's a good friend, wanted to come visit. She flew herself out and came to visit. And it's very helpful for our channel if there's a pretty girl on there who's fun, and every time the camera goes to Ashley, she's just hey. She's just such a good vibe, so cute. So that's what I mean. I don't mean it myself.
Oh my god, my dog is not to brag for a second, but she is actually perfect. She's the sweetest little thing. She used to be the most torturous little puppy. I didn't know if I was gonna make it through puppy years.
I didn't know if you were gonna make it either.
No. But now, she's so good. She's very, very well behaved. She only hates a few things in life, but who doesn't?
It's I don't like blue collar jobs.
She sees somebody just the hard hat, and she's who do you think you are?
She's I don't like busboys. I don't like blue collar jobs.
Yeah. Me and her have been through the ringer. I got her. I definitely was living in a really rough part of town.
I wouldn't live there.
There were gunshots outside the window, helicopters looking for people. We did not. Rent was $450 a month, but I was living on the first floor. But it was worth it at the time. Like, I couldn't afford much. At the time, I would brag about it. I'd be like, look what I got. This is a steal. Like, I'm in the city.
That's the hood.
Yeah, no, my neighbors would actually give me their number to be like, if anything goes wrong, please text us. That's the one thing my mom always taught me growing up. She's like, if you're ever living again when you're an adult in the neighborhood like I grew up, she was like, make friends with all your neighbors. Have supporters, support them, they support you.
I did, like, my rent needed to be like $400 to $600 a month, and there were times that I like had a 3-bedroom place with a couple people, but I don't think I ever lived in the hood. I really made sure I would be like at least far in the suburbs with a couple other girls or something. Yeah. I'm like, okay, my rent's just gonna be I'm gonna take this small bedroom, like $450 a month, got it. But I don't even know what that's like. I don't want to know what that's like, but that's what part of what made you the fucking creme de la creme. Like, that's part of what. That's part of your journey. It's part of what made you who you are today.
Oh, 1,000%.
You've experienced both ends of the spectrum.
I did have a roommate situation, and it was probably the worst kind of roommate situation. She just like brought home a dog without telling me, and I'm like, I would have been 1,000% okay with it right away if she would have told me, because then we could have like brought the dogs outside, introduced them. She didn't do that, and like my dog,
inconsiderate.
Yeah, very inconsiderate. And later on down the road, her dog would always sleep in my room, which I loved her dog. Her dog was the cutest dog, and then they ended up being best friends. 3 months later, it took them 3 months for them to even like acclimate. And she texted me one day and she was like, hey, I don't think we're good roommates. One of us needs to move out. And I was like, me. I'll move out. She already had a new roommate. They never went into the office. Me being a young, dumb, just girl, just not understanding the way life works, and like rude people and like inconsiderate people. I thought they were gonna go into the leasing office, sign their part, and they never did, and left me with the whole entire bill. Months of rent, and on top of that, I had to call them and try to like negotiate a deal to be like, listen, this is what happened. I'm really sorry.
So what did you do? They understood?
I feel very, very fortunate. I was dating the kindest man. He was like, babe, listen, like, I got it. Let me just break the lease for you. Just go talk to them. Make sure it's not gonna like affect your credit. And he paid the very hefty $10K and got me out of the lease.
I'm so sorry. That's insane.
I was like, I can't ever be roommates again.
You didn't have a huge support system like you did. You had like people who support you in your life, but you didn't have like a parent figure to step in.
Very blessed.
Yeah.
To be put in the situation that I was in with the right person.
I just wish someone could have prevented it in the first place.
Yeah,
but you didn't know. You were so young, and like you didn't know any better.
Oh yeah, and I'm definitely a big believer in like events like this. When it happens into your life, like it's an unavoidable event. Even if that didn't happen, I was supposed to learn that lesson somehow.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't that, it would have been something else.
Totally.
So it's like I take it and I'm very like calm about it. I'm like, it happened. I learned a lesson. Like, it's part of my journey.
When you say you were calm about it, were you always calm about it, or were there times that were messy?
Oh my God, definitely not.
Yeah.
Because of how I was raised, and I didn't have that support where I could like lean on anyone. I never wanted to ask anyone for help. I'm like, how do I do this? How do I do this? Would just be very, very flustered. And I would guard myself and wouldn't talk to anyone for long periods of time. If it was more of a conflict with people, I would fight them as like a defense mechanism. I have to say what I gotta say. I'm an independent person, like I can do this.
Yeah.
Like if you don't listen to me, like, I don't know what to tell you.
Because you're supposed to be independent in this situation.
Yeah.
Right?
In my mind, in every situation in the past, I was supposed to be independent. I'm not supposed to rely on anyone. I have, and I'm actually still currently learning how to remove that mentality, because when you do have that support in your life, you should actually take the resources and tools in your life and use them.
It's hard. Like the ego does get in the way.
For sure.
Sometimes, especially if like you're literally programmed to be a certain way. Yeah. You know, you're putting up like such a front, and then it's like They're trained to be that way.
Yeah.
So to like let that guard down is probably like the hardest thing ever.
Oh, 1,000%. But I also do say, when you are thrown all these curveballs in life, the sooner you learn the lesson, like for example, this specifically, the sooner I could utilize the people in my life and accept it and learn and actually grow from those situations, the less likely I will run into more aggressive situations like that.
Yeah. Let me know if I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay.
You're saying that the more you allow people into your life that can support you, the better off you are, but you were programmed to let those people in.
Yeah.
And to be, I got this, I'm independent, I can do it myself. That's what you were, but you're trying to like accept people that can support you.
Yes.
Let people in.
Yeah.
And the more you do that, the better it is.
The better it is.
Really heartwarming.
Yeah.
I'm so I never knew that about you.
It's probably the most uncomfortable thing you can feel in that moment. You will not want to accept it, but I'm telling you, the faster that you can accept people able to help you, the faster you can heal and grow and learn. You don't owe anyone anything. If someone tells you, I'm telling you from personal experience, if someone wants to help you, they are no longer allowed to say, well, I did this for you, you have to do this for me. Not at all. You don't have to accept that BS. Don't allow that negative energy into your life. Help people because you want to help them.
Yeah. Yeah,
It doesn't have to be a
It does not have to be.
one-off situation.
Not everything's transactional.
No.
I've been in this situation where I've had people in my life want to help me, but I'm too prideful, so I don't accept the help.
Yeah.
And then they actually feel kind of hurt by that because they want to help.
Yeah.
On the other end of that, where it's like, I actually want to do something good for someone, but they're like so prideful
Yeah.
that they don't allow me in, and then I'm just like, well,
I tried.
yeah, it's like, I wish I could have.
Yeah.
Amanda nonsense, just a little here, a little there.
I think we like vibed over both of us being the same person. I mean, we're very different, but we're very similar.
We are often told that we look alike, and I think it's not as much about the outside. I think part of it's the inside. We've just been friends for so long, we like act the same way.
I actually don't think that's true.
This is
The
the beginning.
minute we met, we kind of just like had this
Yeah.
twin vibe.
Hit it off from the beginning. The kind of friends that we can go months without talking. We'll pick right back up where we left off.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. Like,
I personally feel like friendships should not be based on like talking to each other every day or every week or whatever. It needs to be based on like an understanding of we both have lives, we both can get busy, and that's okay. As long as like when we do come together, then we can just kind of pick it back up and be like, oh my God, how has your life been?
Yeah.
And being excited for each other and like hearing what's going on rather than doing like a journal every day
Yeah.
about each other's lives.
I agree. It's nice to just be genuine and authentic. I have a lot of people in my life who seem to want to be in my life really consistently. Like, they'll call me every day or every week, and I don't have the energy for this. And we might go through phases where we talk every day. I just think we're able to understand that the other person is really authentic. Like, when we do call, we really do want to know what's going on.
When we do finally call each other after months of not talking, we literally are in the same situation.
Yeah.
Like, I'll hear her side and she'll hear mine, and we're like, wait, what? So, Amanda and I,
But you're really, you just like, we're aggressive there.
listen, I'm an aggressive human.
I like to make an entrance.
The best animals.
She does. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how that happened. I don't think you were like an incredible trainer. Like,
No!
it's like a vibe thing or what, but like these animals are literally so well behaved, but Ashley's not. And
When Sadie, my dog, was a puppy, she was the wildest dog ever. She would bite up everything. She would chew up every pair of underwear. Like, she was just so bad. And so I hired a trainer. I took her to the trainer. And the first day, the trainer looked at me and was like, why did you pay for classes? Like, your dog is an angel. She listens to everything. And it's because I was a waitress at the time, and like I would be working long hours. I mean, it makes sense.
So she was like, felt neglected.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, who would not want to spend time with me?
Mom, where are you?
Honestly, though.
I did the same thing as a kid.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, why are you working so much? And then my mom stopped working so much, and then like, now in hindsight, I'm like, I should have encouraged her to be a boss.
So I left on July 6th. July 4th, I was watching not only my dog and my cat, I was watching my sister's dog, 2 dogs, and I was walking them downstairs after a long day of drinking. So it was probably like 12 o'clock at night, but I'm like, I need to take them outside again just in case, like, whatever. I was wearing flip-flops downstairs, and I slipped over the leash and my sandal, and I scraped my whole entire toenail off my foot. I'm missing a whole big toenail. Shots in your toe to numb them hurt like no other. I thought I was resilient to pain, but when it was a long ass needle, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, no. I was like gripping onto anything that was in my surrounding, and she was like, you don't like needles, why are you looking at it? I'm like, I cannot look at it, it's so big. Anyways, that was my missing toenail story. So if you're looking on my Instagram and you're wondering why there's a giant blue bandage in my picture, it's because I lost a toenail.
I still let her come on the Italy trip without a toenail.
This is what I believe though. Some people are born with high vibrational beings, but not all of them keep their status.
Oh.
Other people are not always born with it, and they're just giving a chance. And I think me and you specifically have flourished and have made our way into that realm.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of hard work, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've been manifesting this. I've been through hell and back. I've been through not as much shit as some people have been through. But it did take me a long time to be like, okay, I can talk about this now. It'd be okay. Like, I've been through some stuff that got me to this point, and like, I've learned it, and I'm here, and I'm good.
I'm really proud of you for actually talking about it publicly, where maybe your story, even though you haven't gone deep into it yet, could help people.
Yeah.
Like, other girls who have been through stuff like you could find themselves manifesting awesome stuff and like living their best life.
Oh my god, I want that more than anything, for everyone to just like manifest their true desires in life and what they aspire to be. Like, sit down and figure it out, because I can help you.
I think that's step one, no matter what you're trying to do, is like figure out who you are and what you want. Do like an internal scan. I agree. And we have different like theories on all this stuff, but I think we both agree on that. You gotta do like that inventory. Like,
yeah,
who am I? What do I want? That's step one.
The one thing I can say is like, don't get discouraged by not knowing. I think at that point, it's about surrendering, being okay with not knowing.
You have to be patient.
You're not supposed to know how or where, like, that is okay. You truly want to feel internally. I think that is the most important part.
That's spoken like someone who understands manifestation.
Yeah.
Being able to channel that feeling.
Thank you for listening long enough to hear a little bit about me. And I cannot wait to show you my life, who I'm about, and everything.
Cheers. Thank you.